Buddy, it's Doug here, Doug Mr. Guy on Board Game Geek, bringing you our next episode of this war of mine, where we're going to continue to play our characters of Sveta, Boris, and Pavel. They're trying to survive in this horrible land, torn by war, in a house that's just wrecked and ruined and all that good stuff. It's just awful. I did want to do something, though, before we get started. I wanted to make a quick kind of correction. So, when you scavenge, you can... And by the way, thanks team and people for bringing this up to me. I do greatly appreciate it. You can supplement or put into your pile as much water and wood and components that you like. And so I have to trade them in though, because they take you can only carry so much. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take the three sugar that we got, and I'm going to trade them in instead for water. That means I won't have the sugar. I don't know what the value of that is to me, but we'll have to see. I also have 4 herbs, by the way, not 5. It is limited by the amount of... Herbs themselves are limited by the amount of tokens. So what I might do is keep one of the sugars and turn in one of the herbs that we got back and play it that way. Just because I don't want to short myself too much without enough water, because that would be very, very detrimental to us. And we do have some food now, so we're not in just absolute dire straits with the food. But we're going to have to feed Pavel, that's for sure, and we're going to have to feed Sveta. So it looks like our guy Boris is going to go a little hungry this night. Hopefully he can come back with some additional food. That would be good for us. So anyway, I did want to make sure, because I'm definitely going to be doing that every turn, is trying to figure out how to get some extra water. We do have our rain collector, but it does take an action. And it basically, the action allows us to put a weight token on there, which we're going to resolve, which we're going to do this turn, by the way. So I just wanted to do that correction. I also found, when you are using the noise marker and you complete an action that in other words, you were discovered through noise, you actually lower that back down to 1. Like I said, this is a learning game, learning as we go, so that's the way it's going to be. And anyway, guys, I just want to continue on. If you are enjoying this playthrough, let me know, please. I'd really like to know if this is a game that you're enjoying watching or not. And I just want to let you know, guys, I've crossed over, get this, 700 videos. Well over, I don't know the exact number anymore, but it's more than 1 million minutes of watched video. And I want to thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Really closing in on the 4,000 subscribers. And to talk about that, I got a bit of a treat before we get going. I told you I'm collecting a group of giveaway games that are in shrink and ready to go, and so when I did my pledge for Teeny Epic Quest Deluxe Edition, I decided to pledge for an extra one, and here it is. I've already opened my copy that I'll be playing with, and this one I do intend to give away, and the trigger for all these giveaways is going to be me hitting 4,000 subscribers. I'm very, very close, less than 100. Despite my mistakes and flaws in my videos. So thank you so much for doing that. Now let's get going. We're going to jump right in. We're going to draw our first event card. Remember, it's cold outside. We got 5 cold tokens in the cold pile. It's bad for us, and we're going to continue on with our 3 survivors. I do miss Amelia, though. She left us. Unfortunate. She gets to survive, though. Okay, we're going to add 1 more cold token. I don't think you can add any more. That's about it. I think there might be 1 or 2 more in there. Let me look. Yeah, there's 1 more cold token in the pile. There it is. So it's going to go there. We are full on cold tokens. We got to board some stuff up. Okay, and it says reality impact. Something unexpected has happened. Draw a card from the colors deck to determine the color of the script. Then reveal the top card of the events deck and check the number with that color on it. Afterwards, shuffle the event card into the appropriate chapter of the event deck. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Find the number of the book of scripts. So we're going to do that. Now that means that this card that we had from last turn is going to go away, and we're going to get out our color cards. We're starting right away with the crazy color cards. All right, let me just shuffle this up real quick. Get us going. All right, we're going to do a green event, and it says to take it from the event cards, and we're about to hit chapter 2. So, I don't think that. So those cards, I don't believe they don't. So we're going to get the next event card. There it is. I'm not going to read it because I'm just going to put it back on top. It is 703. We're looking for 703. But like I said, we're about to head into chapter 2. So 703 in the book of scripts it is. Let me get that out, and we're going to see what happens to us during this terrible, terrible winter. 7:03 is our event. All right. I'll read this to you. The wind and cold in the attic hasn't disturbed us much before. We don't occupy the room up there too often, but it snowed for a long time today. The upper floor is covered in snow, and the entire shelter is now colder. We can't put it off any longer. It's time to patch up the roof and seal all the doors and windows. We need to prevent the shelter interior from losing heat. Write leaky roof 703 on a blank token and place it on the cold space. Okay, I will do that off camera, but I'll continue to read. From now on and until the roof is patched, you have to use twice as much wood, books with a simple heater, efficient heater, or to achieve the effect described on the card. To fix the roof, sacrifice one action. Any character during the day actions phase can discard one mechanical part, 5 components, and 5 wood to remove the leaky roof token. Okay, so let me do that. I'm going to get a token out and write on that. There's our leaky roof 703 that we're going to put in there. That is our event, and that concludes our reality impact card. So we're going to keep track of that. We do have a leaky roof. We can't go and repair it, but we don't have the stuff right now to do that. So now that was our event phase in the morning, and now we're going to continue on to our day actions phase, where we're going to get to take. So far, everybody but Sveta. Sveta's very fatigued. I can take, and so for her first action, I did find out that I can actually take this action during the day. Lower the fatigue of a character placed here by 2. So Sveta is going to do that first. She is going to, and she is the yellow character. This is her. She's actually going to go spend the morning sleeping in the bed to reduce her fatigue to nothing. That way she will get an additional action at least, and we'll have the fatigue gone. Boris and Pavel still each have a couple of actions left that they can do. So we're going to start with them. I think we got some things we still want to clear out. Here's something else we're going to do. All right, let's go to some action spaces over here. Pavel's first action is going to be to go here on the water collector, where we're going to put a weight token on there to collect some additional water. And then we're going to have our guy Boris go up here and dig through this rubble. He's going to use the shovel to do that with. And that is going to be our first set of actions. So let's take those. All right. So first action, okay, we get her back. She's still going to get one more action. Then we get Pavel back. He put the weight token on the water collector. And then we're going to get the shovel and Boris back to our group, where he will have dug through the rubble quite a bit to clear it. Now, what do we do next? We still need some stuff, right? So we got a lot of resources, but nothing that's all that useful, except unless we want to smoke some cigarettes or fire up some books or something like that. And I haven't built a lot of assets. I'm trying to think now. I only have two components at this point. So if I wanted to build the simple heater, I would need 5 components and 3 wood. I need more components. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take. So Sveta, her next turn, she's going to actually go poke about, because we might be able to get some additional wood and components. That'd be helpful. And then I think what we're going to do with, we're going to take Boris and we're going to finish digging out that rubble with this shovel here. Oh, wait, take it back. I take it back. We have an exposed heap over here. We're going to go search that. And then Pavel, he's got a little fatigue, but not enough to worry about. And I think what we're going to do with him is he'll go up and dig. We can still dig there for their second action. Remember, this is action number 2 is going to be it for them, because they all have some level of something that's depleting their actions. Okay, so we'll start with Pavel over here. He's going to use the shovel. That will take this rubble away. It is now gone from the game. We got a clear path up to the top. Then we're going to take Boris. We're going to check out this heap. What do we get? 5 components and 5 wood. That is awesome. So I'm going to take a components counter, put it in the 5 storage space over here, and a wood, and put it in the 5 storage space. Unfortunately, we used all our actions, so we're not going to be able to build the heater this turn, but we got the stuff. That's important. And then last but not least, we have our girl Sveta, who's poking about. Poking about requires a roll, so let's roll and see. An 8. That is awesome. 3 wood or 3 components. Well, we got a lot of wood. We got less components. So I'm going to take 3 more components right now. That's going to put give us a total of 3, 4, 5 plus 5, 10 components to work with as she goes back. Now that means the next day we're going to get to do some cool stuff as we venture on. Now that basically ends the day actions. So we're going to go to dusk and deal with food and water and hunger. So I did, because of what I did exchange out, I do have enough water to keep them from suffering from dehydration, so they took that. And now here's the thing, I got 2 food. I got 2 vegetables. So I think what we're going to do, let me go to the character sheets with you guys. You know what, before we do that, I want to play this. Play when crafting or any fitting, ignore the requirements. No, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to play both of these, 2 things actually. Night Owl, play at the beginning of the evening. Okay, at the evening phase. We are not there yet. We're at dusk, so we'll deal with that. Okay, so we're going to eat 2 vegetables. I think we're definitely going to have Sveta and him eat 2 vegetables. So what that's going to do is, a vegetable is going to lower our, it's not going to lower our, it just doesn't, it freezes it there. So the vegetables keep them at 3. That's not great. And then we're going to have to go with, need to find a 3 hunger for Boris. He's getting super hungry there, so we're going to have to find some better food than that. Otherwise, we're going to have an increase in misery, and that's not a good thing. So we're going to remove this 2 hunger and replace it with a 3. That's not great, but it is what it is. And then that's basically it. We were able to drink some water. We ate a little bit of food, but we're still suffering from not having enough food. Then we go to our evening phase. Well, in our evening phase, I'm going to play. First off, I'm going to play Night Owl. Play at the beginning of the evening phase. Choose one character. This character may now perform all their actions again. It really doesn't matter whether it's Boris or Pavel, but I'll use Boris. So what is Boris going to do? Well, I think you already know. He's going to build a simple heater. So I'm going to take this as his first action. We're going to take this and place it, I don't know, we'll place it over here next to the bed. That makes sense, the bed and the heater, right? And that is way over there if you can't see it. And then we're going to place our guy Boris on it, and then he's going to take his actions. So we're going to need to spend our 5 components. So that token, I'm just going to take that token off the 5 slot, and then 3 wood, which I have right here, and that's going to build us the simple heater. Okay, now for the heater, now I know we got to repair the roof, and I think we can now, right? So that was 713. What do we need to do to repair the roof? Or 702 rather. 703. Okay, we need to fix the roof, we need a mechanical part, 5 components, and 5 wood. Well, we have that. So for his second action that night, he's going to burn the 5 wood. The mechanical part that we have is gone now. And then we're going to burn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 components as well. Now that's not going to reduce the cold tokens yet, but it will next turn. So we used all our components to do the Night Owl. Well, you know what? We don't have to do that either. Resourceful. Play when crafting any fitting. Ignore the requirement of one of the resources token types. I think we're going to keep the components. So we spent the wood and everything else, but I'm going to put the 5 components back in our pile. And we're going to spend resourceful as well. So these 2 cards go entirely out of the game. They do not get shuffled back into the narrative actions. And now we go into our nighttime phase. So I was concerned that Sveta was going to need to rest again in the bed, but we don't need to do that. I think, though, that while Sveta is going to stay at home, Pavel and Boris are going to go out scavenging. So we're going to send them out. Well, maybe... See, they got a 4. I think Pavel, because he's got at least a 1 prowess. I think we'll leave Pavel at home to guard. So, you know, our actions are sleep in a bed, sleep on the floor, guard duty, and scavenging. So I think we'll have, we will put Pavel on guard duty. And we'll send Sveta and Boris out to go scavenging. Okay, now what does that do? That does increase everybody's fatigue. So that means Pavel will go to 2 fatigue. He's going to have to rest next day. Boris is going to get 1 fatigue, which is not going to really affect him. And Sveta is going to regain 1 fatigue as we go into the night. Now, we got to pick a location. And I do believe we're probably going to go back to the ruined villa. Well, you know, or the Quiet House. The Quiet House had a lot of really, really good stuff. We're going to get 10 cards there, but we can get vegetables, herbal meds, canned food even if we do really well. So I think we're going to do that. So they are going to the Quiet House. Now what that means is we're going to create an exploration deck. I'm going to just shuffle that up. I'll do that off camera. Okay, here we go into the unknown of the Quiet House. Now, you know, one of the things I can do is I can also return 2 exploration cards to have a look at around the area at 485. I'm debating on whether I do that or not. It would take 2 of our cards. Let's draw 1 card and see first. Let's see where we go. Okay, first thing we get, open space. Check on the map, current location card, see if it says open space. It does not. Okay, if there is no open space, discard this card and draw a new card from the exploration deck. Okay, if there is no open space, resolve immediately. There's not, so we're going to do that. We're going to draw a new card from the exploration deck. So let's do that. Okay, tough luck. Roll for noise. Well, we have 1, so we'll roll, but it's not likely to happen. We rolled a 10, so we're fine there. Let's draw our next card. Poke about. You may ignore this card or poke about. Return 1 exploration card or roll 1 noise. Or roll for the noise. Choose 1 finding from the special findings. Ooh, we're going to do that. We're going to roll for the noise because it's right now it's at a 1. We're quiet. And I rolled a 10 again. That is awesome. So let's take a look at this. So we're going to choose 1 findings from the special findings chart on the location. So let's take a look at that. Special findings. We're going to take, we're going to take 10 canned food. All right. Woo! Canned food goes into our findings pile up here in the top with the characters, and we're going to continue on. So we poked about. That's what happened there. We're going to continue to draw. Let's see what we get. Search for furniture. You may ignore this card or search for furniture. Return 2 exploration tokens or raise noise by 1 and roll noise. We'll do that. So our noise just went up to 2. I'm not going to keep showing. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, well, we uncovered some residents, so we're going to get this out and see what happens. What kind of residents do we get? All right, hobos again, our lovely hobos. We're going to roll to see how many there are. There is 1, so there's going to be 2 hobos. I'll get tokens out. There's going to be an A and a B. And it says, place this card on the exploration slot until you leave this location. Whenever you take anything from the exploration card marked private, roll the black die. Okay, well, I'm going to put them in the exploration slot. Now, this is not marked private, so we're going to get to complete this. Draw and resolve 1 card from the findings deck for furniture. Okay, so the hobos are there. I am going to put out their tokens just to say I have them out and ready to go, and then we'll continue on. So here they are. I'm putting them on the slots upside. A is unarmed. B he's got a knife, so he's got a melee weapon. And I put them there just in case we have to fight them. And what that looks like is like so. So those are the 2 hobos that are there. And now we're going to actually draw our findings card. So drawing our findings card, what do we get? We're going to look at furniture. So we're going to get an electrical part. There's that. Goes in our stash of stuff that we might be able to bring home. A mechanical part. There's that. A herb, which we are basically, I can't get any more. The city is out of herbs. So I returned 1, but I still have, I'll get 1 out if I have 1 left. And then we're going to roll a d10. So let's do that. I hope we roll well. A 2. Man, we do not roll well on that chart for some reason. And that means that for the house, where did I put the house? Okay, let me find the house. Oh, here it is, the villa card, the quiet house. On a 2, we get nothing. So I've been really bad at that. So this findings card is going away for right now, and then we'll continue on with our exploration. Okay, let's see what else we get. Stairs up. Look for another way, or raise noise level by 2 and roll for noise. We'll do that. We're really bad at rolling for that, so we'll just keep going with the noise and see what happens. Okay, well, actually, it goes back to 0 because we rolled for it, so we're at 2 right now. Oh my god. Okay, rats. Whew, it was nothing, just some rats. You may return 1 exploration card to try to catch one. Perform a backstab. See journal combat sheet. If the character preset deals 3 or more wounds. Backstab. I don't know. I don't think it's worth it. I think we're going to ignore this, guys. I don't think we can catch a rat. And it adds raw one food to the... Let me look at the journal, the combat section, just to see how easy it would be for us to maybe get a 3, considering we got Boris there, and he's got a prowess of 2. Let me think about it. We can perform a backstab on it. So, unlike normal combat, backstab during only one-side attacks. Okay. So we can roll the die. I don't have a weapon, so just be an unarmed die. The unarmed die is the gray one, right? It's this one. So basically, I would have to roll that one thing to get it. Well, is there any consequences to failing it? That's the question. Are there any consequences to failing going after the rats? Well, I got to find the rat card again to do that. Hold on. We would risk an exploration card to do this. If I use an exploration card, I can at least try to catch the rat and get a raw food. I think I'll do it. We're gonna put back an exploration token. We're gonna roll, see what we get. Hopefully we get 2 hands. We got 1. He's got a 2. Boris, that's a 3. We actually get to put a raw food into our pile. Yay. Okay, those were our residents. So that wasn't bad. We also still get to. We also still did the stairs up. So what else do we do? Look for another way, return. Okay, we didn't do that, and then we're going to keep going on our exploration. Okay, hideout. You may ignore this card or hide out. Return as many exploration cards as you wish and lower the noise level by that amount. I'm not going to worry about it. It's at 2. We're going to keep going. Okay, this is private, so we got to worry about the hobos now. All right, and I don't have any weapons. I should have sent a weapon with these guys, like the knife, but I didn't. So search for furniture, return 2 exploration tokens, or raise the noise level. Now, what do we have to do with the hobos? We might want to ignore this card. Let's see. Place, private. Roll 1 black die. Result of 1 to 5. Combat begins. See journal combat sheet. What we got to search, so we're gonna take a chance. Okay, let's see what we get here. A 9. Okay, great. We don't have to fight the hobos this time around. We get to finish our search for furniture. So we do. I think we're going to return 2 cards. I don't want to take too many more chances, and we're going to get a findings card and get furniture. So we're going to get another useless herb. A mechanical part, that's good. We could use some more mechanical parts. I'm going to have to get one out of the box. Let's see, a weapon part. Here's a weapon part to go into our pile. And we're going to roll. Let's see if we can roll something good. We haven't yet rolled something real good on this. Okay, I rolled a 6. A 6 on the quiet house is herbal meds. Okay, so we'll add some herbal meds to our pile. There are mechanical parts, and there are the herbal meds. Okay, we got those things in there. And I'm out of herbs, so I can't really add any more herbs. All right, that's the end of that. Let's search again. Climb up, look for another way, return 3 cards, or climb. Roll a gray die, combat die for each scavenging character. Okay, we're going to do that. We could get hurt. Let's see. A nothing, so that's I'll say that's Pavel. Let's do them in order. And then Boris is a nothing. Good, we didn't get hurt, and we get to move on and do that again. Yeah, let's do that again. Okay, bars. Well, we know we can't do this, and the map does not have bars on it, so that's going to go. We're going to get to draw another card from the exploration deck. Hiding place. We're going to ignore the hiding place. Because I don't have 2 cards to return, we're going to take our last card, a door, peek through. We don't have a card, so we're going to have to raise the noise level by 1. It's going to go 3. And then we're going to roll our d10 and see what we get. A 10. Okay, so nothing happened. So, it says raise or roll. So we enter. What does entering do? Nope, sorry, we're going to have to end our exploration. What am I talking about? Oh, we get to draw. Yeah, because we're out of unknown cards. So we're going to end our exploration. That means we're going to draw a color card and see what we get. Hopefully we get some stuff. We got some decent stuff. I'm going to add some wood and food to the pile, or sorry, wood and water to the pile, rather. And we're only coming back with 1 bit of food, or 2 rather. I got raw food from the rat and then canned food. Not terrible. So we're going to draw a gray. We're going to look at the gray colors card. It's going to be, on here it's going to be 27 is going to be our entry in the book of scripts. So I'm going to look at 27. Okay, here's what's going to happen. A group of angry civilians barges into the building, dragging some man along with them. The man is unconscious, and all we see are his shoes sliding across the floor. They drag him up against the wall and throw him on the ground. They are making a surprising amount of noise. We sneak up on them to see what's going on. Only then do we notice the man is a soldier. He was one of those who got stuck with us during the siege. His face now so beaten it's hard to recognize who it actually is. We're too close. They'll spot us. Either way, either we retreat or we step out of hiding. Okay, we're good guys. We're going to take a chance. We're going to step out of hiding. What's this about? We ask as we step from cover. And I got to go to 1227. and see what happens. Hopefully we don't get ourselves killed because we're not armed right now. 1, 2, 2, 7. And by the way, one of the reasons you may not want to take stuff because it does add to your inventory and you can't take it back. We got him a few blocks from here. He was with his buddies, but his pal got away, says a tall, grim-looking man as he searches the soldier's pockets. What's he to you? We're going to kill him, but first we're going to make him suffer. If it makes you feel better, we leave them, victim and executioner alike, and go back to the game. We're going to try and convince them. Don't be like them. We try to convince them not to kill the soldier. 507. I have a feeling it's going to end badly for us, but we'll see. Okay, 507. Let's see what we get. 507. Okay, 507. Choose one character present. Roll one black die. As a result is equal to or lower than your empathy. See. Okay, so that is going to be Pavel because he's a 6. Okay, so we're going to roll, and we rolled a 2, so it was lower than our empathy, so we succeeded. And let me look at that again. What entry was that? That was 502, right? Yeah. Okay. No, not 502. Hold on, I gotta look and see. I lost my track. Where were we? Oh my gosh, hold on. Let me check. Just a sec. Okay, well this is kind of lame, but it says, in the end, they merely give the soldier a sound beating. The group disperses and leaves the unconscious man in the building. Who knows if he'll be able to find his group when he eventually comes to back to the game. So we convinced him not to kill him. Alright, fair enough. That is the end of our storyline for right now. So we're going to then finish. Let me get out the other book. We're going to continue on. We did not have to fight the hobos. That is good. And we're going to go on to our night raid phase. Okay, so now we're back with Sveta. We're going to draw a night raid card. Let me shuffle them real quick. And let's see, we're going to shuffle them up. We haven't had to fight anybody yet. Hopefully we don't, because that's always a bad thing. Okay, let's do this one. Starving people. Damage. Any 4 token resources starting with green tokens. Okay, so they're going to take, well, and 1 wound. Alright, well, I have this. We're going to play it. Play during the night raid phase. Lower the damage wounds from a single night raid card by 4 tokens, resources, and wounds. So I can only give up 1 token then, and so I'll give up, 1 green token. That'll equate to 4. Still requires at least 1 character to be on guard duty, which we have. So I'm going to play the Vigilant Watch, and they made off with some cigarettes. That's a green token. So some cigarettes were absconded by these group of people that came to us, and we ended the night there. That's the night raid phase. Okay, so we did that. We have to then prouse during the night raid. We don't have to worry about that. Board ups actually subtract 1 wound. So actually, I didn't really even have to give that up because it would have covered everything because we have 1 boarded up area. I'll worry about that in a moment. And then we did not draw a crime wave card, did we? No. Okay, then afterwards remove this card from the game. So it is now gone from the game. Okay, next up we are going to our dawn phase. So the scavenging party returns. We have to think about what we're going to take back. Definitely adding 3 water. So we're going to take the 3 water. That's going to count for, we got a total carrying capacity right now of 6 of 8. Okay, so there's 3, 4, 5, right, for sure. 6, 7, and 8. I think that's what we're going to bring back with us. And we'll give up the herbal meds and the weapon parts because we have some of that stuff already. Mechanical parts and that are more useful. So we bring all of that back. We bring the raw food and the canned food back. We got 3 water to drink for each of our guys. And we're going to get some more rainwater because we're going to continue to do this. Okay, that was the scavenging party returns. We're going to assign meds and bandages. I think I'm trying to get rid of this illness from Pavel, so we're going to assign him some meds. Hopefully that helps. We don't have anybody wounded. And then we're going to draw our fate card. So what is our fate card going to say to us? Let's see. Here's our fate deck. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what we get. Okay, boosh. Okay, raise the wounds of all. Okay, nobody's wounded. Heal all the wounds of people with bandages. Okay. Discard bandage tokens from all characters. If cold tokens minus board tokens equals 3, it does. Raise the illness of 3 chosen characters by 1. Well, so this is one of the ones that confuses me. I only have 1 person with illness. So that is Pavel. He's going to go to illness of 2, which is really going to hurt him. But he has meds, and so do the meds actually reduce that? Huh. Let me think about that. All right. Hold on. Okay, the way this is worded is that it says all chosen characters. So the only one I would choose, because he's the only one with the illness, would be Pavel, and he'd go up to 2. I mean, he's got meds, but it doesn't really say that the meds do anything unless unless the fate card says so. So I'm going to assume that we don't. I'm looking just to check. Yeah. Okay. So I guess I don't know if he stays on meds. These are the things that are, the rules really don't explain this very well. I'm going to leave this here for right now. But his illness went up to 2, and based on the way it reads, the chosen character is the one with the illness is 2. I guess that's the way it works. Okay. Let's continue on. Tell me if I'm wrong on that, guys, but we'll see. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to exchange the nearest location. That is this one here, which means we're going to now have a supermarket. You know where we're going. We're going to go to the supermarket next, and then we're going to resolve the Spirit B on each character sheet. During the next turn, if we're in a fight, we get to dodge. We get to lower suffered wounds this round by 3, so I'm going to leave that on top so we can take care of that. And that basically is going to end our Dawn phase. So the last thing we do actually is draw a narrative card. We get to draw 2 and pick one. We've had really good luck with this. So there's 2. We're going to pick one. Let's see what we get. Headshot. Play during combat or during your backstab. If you are using a firearm, discard 1 ammo to automatically kill an enemy. That's pretty good. Secret storage. Play this at the beginning of the night raid phase. Place any 3 tokens on this card. They are ignored from the night raid. I think I'm going to take the headshot. Because we do have the shotgun. We can go out and raid with a firearm, etc. But that's going to end our turn, so we could save the game right now according to the game log, and then we would get to our next turn. So, well, we're not, I wouldn't say we're surviving. I would say we're staving off the inevitable. It didn't say anything on my, wait, let me look on that card. Does it say anything about resolving weight tokens? It actually does not. Oh, wait, resolve all weight tokens. Okay, so here's something we get to do. We get to resolve this weight token that we had on our water collector. We're going to roll a die. We rolled an 8. That is excellent. So we got 3 more water, guys. That is awesome. So we're going to have 6 water in our little water pile. I got to get 1 more water out. So a total of 6. That is great for us. And we're going to be able to drink some water. There it is. We got 6 water in our supply. Thank you, Rainwater Collector. Okay, that's going to be the end of it. Hey, guys, don't forget, keep the subscriptions coming so I can give things like this away. We're getting really close to my 4,000 number, and as soon as I break that, I'm going to do a whole bunch of stuff. That's a huge milestone. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate you watching. Don't forget about Ricky Royal's Kickstarter for Renegade. That's still going. And please let me know if there's anything you want from me, anything you want to see or do. I'd love to do it for you. You know what? You kind of know I've been showing you what I got. I also have Teeny Epic Quest, which I could also get to the table and play. If you would like that, let me know. So, guys, thanks again. I appreciate it. Thanks all for all the support. Please come by and make comments and corrections, because I'm sure I will always have some playing a game like this. And I will talk to you next time. Take care, guys.